Very good morning, my dear students. Today we discuss about the subject of basic civil and mechanical engineering, unit 4, the internal combustion engine and power plant. Already we discussed about the classification of power plant. Today we discuss about thermal power plant. It is a syllabus of 4th unit. We are already discussed about classification of power plant. First, you can understand what is the power plant. Power plant is capable to produce electrical power. Then only the system is called power plant. Introduction. Already I say that power plant are used to the generation of electrical power. To improve the standard of living and rapid industrialization is necessary for adequate electrical power. It is highly essential. Without electrical power, nothing we can do. In India, there is a more and more considerable increase in power development under the various 5 years plan. Classification of power plant. The power plant is classified 5. The steam power plant, gas turbine power plant and the hydroelectric power plant, diesel power plant and nuclear power plant. Today we discuss about the steam power plant. Steam power plant, another name is called thermal power plant. Steam power plant consists boiler, steam turbine and generator and other auxiliaries. Actually, apart from auxiliaries is a main component. There is a boiler, steam turbine and the generator. You can write theory, kindly mind it. Here we can use steam turbine, not gas turbine. Gas turbine and diesel power plant we discuss later. Next class. The boiler generates steam at high pressure and high temperature. Steam turbine convert heat energy of steam into mechanical energy. We need to understand the energy conversion in turbine. It is a highly one of the essential parameter while we are writing the examination. The generator that convert the mechanical energy into the electrical power we can use. It is the layout of steam power plant. First, coal storage, coal handling. After combustion, the coal is converted as and then as handling as storage is a one circuit. It is a 4 circuit. We are detailed understand of the steam power plant. It classified 4 circuit. First one is a fuel, the coal and ash circuit, air and flue gas circuit, feed water and steam flow circuit, cooling water flow circuit. If the 4 circuit is highly essential, we can classify or segregate this circuit. We better understand the thermal power plant. It is a fuel and ash circuit. Fuel and ash circuit start with the coal delivery and then coal handling, coal preparation and then coal transfer by goods and ship. Coal storage in plant handling and then boiler furnace. After that combustion, coal is completely converted as and then as handling and then as storage. We already discussed the coal from mines is delivered by ship, rail or truck in the power station. After receiving the coal at coal yard, the coal is sized by the crusher breaker. Then only we can easily combustion or easily burn the coal. Effectively, heat should be generated. The sized coal is stored in the coal storage. From the stock yard, the coal is transferred to the boiler furnace by means of conveyor and elevator. Recently, the past 2 days, the coal conveyor is banned due to the friction. There is a major problem in the Neyveli power plant. The government take many steps to avoid the friction, but it is happen every 3 months or 4 months. It need high maintenance. The coal is burned in the boiler and ash is formed. The ash coming out of the furnace will be too hot, dusty and accompanied by the poisonous gas. So here working people is here, it have the mask and other prevent equipment is fully highly essential. The ash is transferred to ash storage. Generally the ash will be quenched. Quenched means nothing but remove the heat to reduce the temperature and dust content. The ash we can use to make a cement brake and cement industry. It is a circuit, cold storage, cold handling after combustion, the ash farming, next is ash handling and then ash storage. Next circuit we discuss here, air and flue gas circuit. Air is taken from the atmosphere by the action of fan. It is a suction fan. Reason for fan is increase the quantity of air to the furnace. It is possible to complete combustion. It is passed through the air preheater because air preheater help to remove the unwanted moisture from the atmosphere air. The air preheated by the flue gas in the preheater. Already flue gas formed by the boiler. The boiler gas we can use to preheating the atmosphere air. This air preheated air is supplied to the furnace to aid in the combustion of fuel. Due to combustion, the fuel and gas, flue gases are formed. The flue gas from the furnace pass over the boiler tube and superheated tube. We can two tube generally use. One is the boiler tube and superheated. Boiler tube should be converted water into steam. Superheated tube is used to converted superheated steam. We clearly discuss in the boiler section how to use the boiler tube and the superheated tube to generate the steam. Then the flue gas passes through the economizer. Here economizer we can use heat the feed water. After it passes through the dust collector, it is the exhaust. It has a chimney. It should be transfer the exhaust gas to the atmosphere. It is a flue gas. Flue gas generally taken from the atmosphere. The flue gas air preheated. Yes, air preheated here. The hot air coming or enter to the boiler. After combustion, it should be coming to dust collector. Here we can use economizer. Economizer used to increase the heat of feed water. After go to the chimney and go to the atmosphere. Next circuit is feed water and steam flow circuit. The water is preheated by the flue gas in the economizer. This preheated water is then supplied to the boiler drum. Now the heat is transferred to the water by burning up the coal. Due to this, the water is converted into steam. The steam is raised in the boiler top side. It passes through the superheater. That place the steam is converted superheated steam. The turbine drive the superheated coming out of the boiler. The superheated steam should be run the turbine. The turbine produce mechanical energy. Then the generator produce electrical power. This expanded steam is passed through the condenser. Now the condenser we can use to condense the steam into the water. It is a circuit. First we can discuss how feed water. Feed water is a have bottom side. It have feed pump. It have feed pump and then it is a economizer. Enter the boiler. The boiler is converted to the water into steam. The steam is entered to the turbine. Its turbine coupled with the generator produce electrical power. After exhaust to the turbine is coming, it is the condenser. It should be condense the steam into the water. Condensed water coming out the bottom side. It is happen again and again. And then cooling water flow circuit. Cooling water flow circuit. Generally, exhaust steam from the turbine is condensed to condenser. The exhaust steam from the turbine is already condensed in the condenser. The exhaust condenser, the cold water is circulated by the condenser, then the steam is converted into the water. The steam is condensed by the losing is a latent. Latent heat is nothing but is a removal of heat. There is a latent heat to circulating of cold water. Hence the cold water gets heated. It is a heat is transferred from the steam into the water. The cold water is again circulated to the pump, condenser and the cooling. Some amount of water may be lost during the circulation. That time we can add some water with the help of pump. It's a cooling water. It's a cooling water circuit is clearly explained video. I can upload a video. You will be see the video how to operate cooling tower. Thermal power plant, everyone must understand the energy conversion process. First, chemical energy is stored for the fuel, and then this will be converted to the heat energy in the boiler, and then the heat energy is converted mechanical energy in the turbine. After mechanical energy should be converted electrical energy in the generator. Actually, one phase of energy should be transferred, another phase it may be it have losses. Generally, thermal power plant have only 25 to 35%. We need more additional features. We are increasing the thermal power plant efficiency. Here to be considered, what are the factors to be considered selection of thermal power plant? The location of the plant should be minimum distance from the load center. Consumer, because the transmission loss is high, so the load center is very close to the power station. Availability of water is a desirable factor because the cooling tower need more and more water, so available water is highly essential. Yes, the water should be free from salt. Suppose you have salt, it is possible to corrosion of the mechanical component. It is to be increasing cost of treatment. The soil should be satisfy the strong foundation. Yes. Otherwise it have the already should be produced vibration. It is possible to damage. The site should be away from the thickly populated area to reduce the effect of pollution. It's one of the main parameter. We need adequate transport facility. Phase is highly essential to store the coal and ash. It has few advantages. Life of the plant is more than 30 years. If properly maintained, the life should be increased more than 50 years. As compared to the diesel power plant is only 2 to 3 years. Repair and maintenance cost is low when it is compared diesel power plant, because diesel power plant every year we need to every month we need to maintenance. Initial cost is less as compared to the nuclear power plant. Yes, no radioactive harmful waste produced in this plant. Unskilled operator can operate to the plant. In the nuclear power plant, we need skilled operator. It have many disadvantages. First one is efficiency. Starting and bringing into service take more time. Cooling water required more, phase required more, storage required for fuel is more. Ash handling is a big problem. Other power plant not possible to have the ash. It is not economical in area which is remote or cold field. Without not available the coal, it is not economical. Manpower requires more. The larger unit, the capital cost is more. I hope you should be understand how to the thermal power plant operate, and then what are the component inbuilt with the thermal power plant. My dear student, if you have any doubt, kindly ask me in the Google Classroom as well as personally my WhatsApp number. I am ready to answer all your questions. Thank you for listening my video. Thank you.